Discussions are heating up within our teacher group as several colleagues urged me to share this unfolding story. This narrative spans 4 distinct parts, and I apologize for the extensive length and specific teacher-related slang terms.
Using professional jargon is second nature to me, just like handling military cargo was during my active service.
News arrived that every assistant and vice principal across the district was being let go immediately today.
A teacher on assignment was designated to take our jobs while the high school staff remained safe.
I was not heartbroken over the change, but the new administrative team treated me with extreme disrespect.
These individuals were taking over my job and my principal's job while showing absolutely no professional courtesy.
I tried to help my staff on my way out because my bosses cared only about images.
This is the story of part 1, where none of the administrators had received their new contracts.
Rumors circulated about a pay scale shift being the primary reason for the delay in our paperwork.
I finally found out on Wednesday exactly what was happening to every assistant principal within the district.
Why we have 2 different titles remains a mystery, but no one is getting their contracts renewed.
Every position is being eliminated and replaced by a new role that pays a standard teacher's salary.
The new learning coordinators will receive the base pay plus a small $2,000 annual stipend.
The district cited budget concerns as the reason, but internal rumors suggested something much more complicated occurred.
Each administrator was scheduled for a meeting with the assistant superintendent to discuss the upcoming contract status.
When I arrived, the acting superintendent was present alongside the head of the Human Resources Department today.
They informed me of the position elimination, but refused to provide any specific reasons for the change. I was given 3 options: return to the classroom, work at the district, or reapply elsewhere.
I actually love teaching and miss being in the classroom full-time to educate the younger generation.
However, being told to interview for the very job I already perform is an absolute professional insult.
We were ordered to provide our final answers by Friday before the district would schedule any interviews.
Tony mentioned an internal shakeup, but was strictly forbidden from sharing any specific hints or details.
One assistant superintendent was being demoted to principal of my school, while my boss left today. My current principal was not returning due to health reasons, and the superintendent was released immediately.
The new coordinator position was already filled by a counselor who is a friend of the principal.
Early this morning, I delivered my final answer without waiting for the Friday deadline to arrive first.
I told the acting superintendent that laying off experienced people for less pay was completely unacceptable. I criticized the school district's handling of these situations and provided several specific examples of their idiocy.
I finished my 3-minute speech by stating I would work hard to finish the school year strong.
I promised to prepare everything for next year so the teachers would have an easier transition overall.
I explicitly stated I would never work at or recommend this district to anyone ever again today.
I demanded an amazing letter of recommendation by Friday afternoon to honor my years of dedicated service.
I called an old friend who is currently the principal at a successful STEAM-focused charter school chain.
He has asked me for 5 years to join him and offered 3 different teaching position openings.
Next year, I will be a 6th grade teacher, and I am incredibly happy about this change.
I get to design my own curriculum, as long as it meets the required state education standards.
I need a break from school leadership. to find my love for teaching once again very soon.
Despite the challenges and some bad days, I truly love the profession of being a dedicated teacher.
I feel bad for my staff because the regime change will hit them hard very shortly now.
Staying at my current school would make me miserable and helpless to actually help my former colleagues.
For myself and my daughter, and I am moving to a new school to enjoy teaching once again.
She chose to go to the STEAM school because she loves the technology room and science labs. I am buying nice paper and scratcher tickets to write individualized goodbye notes to all my staff.
My hope is they are as lucky scratching tickets as I was lucky to work with them.
I must finish my contract, but at the end of June, I will finally be completely free.
I look forward to teaching full-time with a boss who lets me work without any constant interference.
In part 2, I prepared goodbye gifts for the staff for their last day with the kids.
I spent the weekend thinking of how to give the finger one more time to district office.
Teachers must attend additional training hours outside of regular development sessions throughout each entire school year today.
These sessions last 1 to 3 hours and provide a certificate that counts toward the 24-hour requirement.
I started making copies of certificates for every course I have personally run over the last years.
Topics included classroom management, lockdown procedures, math strategies, reading comprehension, and various other essential educational development subjects.
I am filling in teacher names and assigning hours for every single time I spoke to them.
Each staff member will now have exactly 24 hours of training recorded for the coming school year.
I have completed attendance sheets marking everyone as present for all the training dates I have listed.
I checked with district, and since I am still an administrator, I can legally run these trainings.
Now the staff can enjoy their summer without worrying about taking extra classes during the school year. Most teachers hate these mandatory hours, so I hope they truly appreciate this final gift from me. In part 3, I am no longer an administrator after taking vacation for my final work week.
I planned to leave quietly like Shane, but the new team decided to be incredibly rude today.
Following the philosophy of Malcolm Reynolds, I decided it was time to finally aim to misbehave now. They ordered me to hurry and clean out my office so the new coordinator could start redecorating.
The new principal tried to steal my personal chair and office supplies that I bought myself today. I found her moving my chair with my desk supplies and wall banner stacked on the seat.
The next morning, the chair was gone because she moved it into her office after I left.
I was given a list of tasks by the coordinator, who is absolutely not my boss today.
These were incoming administrator duties like staff packets and scheduling, which are not my responsibility to complete.
I was talked down to every day as if I were hired help and not a professional.
They even tried to get my attention by snapping their fingers like I was some common dog.
I decided to follow orders and removed every single item that was my own personal legal property.
That included my chairs, decorations, and even the government surplus file cabinets I bought with my money.
I took every paper out of my labeled folders and stacked them into one large, messy pile.
I walked into the principal's meeting and rolled my chair out while she was speaking with parents.
I took my fridge from the workroom and loaded it into my truck right out the door.
I left the new admin's food on the table because it was my fridge they were using.
I copied my digital files to a flash drive and deleted everything off my work Google Drive.
I approved every single time off request the staff submitted to me before my final departure this week.
I approved all supply lists and even secured funds for a secondhand kiln for the art teacher.
I took back the bolts I used to repair my desk, so it is now lopsided again.
The closet door was broken when I arrived, so I put it back exactly as it was.
I removed my personal two-way mirror, leaving a hole in the wall for the detention kids now.
I took back all the lockdown buckets and fire drill bags I purchased with my own money.
I put a rush order on repairs and approved a plan to have every single classroom repainted.
I included Dilbert cartoons and Harry Potter quotes inside the new staff binders for next year's team.
I even included the secret administrator Wi-Fi password so the staff has a much stronger internet signal.
Every Wednesday on next year's schedule is now listed as free time for teachers in their classrooms.
I erased my master list of community partners from the whiteboard since it was my personal property.
On Friday, I flew the LGBTQ+ flag instead of the state flag at the school building.
I got yelled at 3 times, including once for taking my chair without asking the new principal.
I told them the refrigerator was my property and I was simply following orders to remove everything.
When they found the paper piles, I told them I was off the clock and leaving now.
I'd return as a consultant for $75 an hour with a 12-hour minimum contract for service.
In part 4, I received a call from HR on Tuesday, but I chose to ignore it.
My daughter and I went to San Francisco for a road trip and 2 Giants baseball games. They called and emailed my personal account, but I ignored every single attempt to reach me today.
We spent a few days of fun at Disneyland before finally returning home this past Friday evening.
I finally checked the messages, and they were begging and ordering me to come to the office.
I went to the district office wearing cargo shorts and flip-flops since I no longer work there.
The HR manager and her assistant tried to butter me up like a fresh Pillsbury biscuit today.
I informed them I was leaving for lunch in 30 minutes to force them to the point.
They wanted me to return my chair, fridge, community contacts board, and all my personal school forms. I said no to all their requests and stated that those items were my personal legal property.
And I left all official documents there, but any digital files I created remain my own intellectual property.
I never received a red cent for the items I submitted for reimbursement over the past years.
They offered to pay me for some items, but I refused to help the new administrative team today.
I told them they were welcome to try and force me to return anything in a court. I gave them my lawyer's contact info, as she is a close friend and my legal counsel.
I wished them a good school year and left the building feeling completely satisfied with my decision.
I am looking forward to teaching full-time again and working for a boss who respects my job.
I might consider administration again in a few years, but for now, I will enjoy being a teacher.
These certificates represent hours of hard work that my staff will no longer have to perform now.
The freedom I gave them from mandatory training is the best goodbye gift I could possibly provide.
My time as an administrator has come to an end, and I leave with my head high.
My daughter and I are starting a new journey together at a school we both truly love. And
I am ready to design a curriculum that inspires my 6th grade students every single day now.
The new team will have to work hard to fix the mess they created with their disrespect.
I stood up for what is right, and I will continue to support my community always today.
My staff was lucky to have me, and I was even luckier to have worked with them.
This is the end of this chapter, but the beginning of a much better and happier one. If they want my help, they will have to pay the rate I have clearly set today.
My daughter is excited for her new school and the friends she has already made there today.
the look on their faces will be worth every single minute of the effort I put in.
I am free from the district, and I am looking forward to a very bright future now. I don't need the money from the district because I have planned my financial future very well.
The technology and robotics programs at my new school are truly world-class and very impressive today.
This chair is a symbol of my hard work, and I will never let anyone take it.
Teaching is about the students, and I am excited to get back to what truly matters now.
My personal files are safe, and I will use them to help my new students succeed today.
I am at peace with my decision, and I am looking forward to a new life now.
This is my new reality, and I am going to make it the best experience ever today.
The district is in my past, and I am moving forward with a very positive attitude now.
I am a teacher, and I am proud of the work I do for my students daily. This is why I do what I do, and I will never let anyone stop me today.
I am safe from the toxicity of my old job, and I am very happy now.
This badge represents my new beginning, and I am excited to wear it every single day today.
I am grateful for the support of my friends and family during this very difficult transition now.
The future is bright, and I am ready to take on whatever challenges come my way today.
I am at peace, and I am ready to start my new life as a teacher now.
This is my new home, and I am going to make it the best place ever today.
My daughter is my inspiration, and I will always do what is best for her and me.
I am a teacher, and I am ready to change the lives of my students every day.
This is the beginning of a new story, and I am excited to see where it goes.